So, I'm gonna try to actually like go into detail with this review because my last one was just like me blabbering on about how Carl's a dickhead. So, I'll actually go like piece by piece with this one, and yeah. So this is gonna be my review of The Walking Dead, episode 10 of season 4, and it's I don't even know what it's called. I think it's called Inmates. I think, yeah. Inmates, that sounds about right. But this one was better than episode 9 for not for sure, but it showed like the rest of the groups and stuff like that are separated, and it introduced Abraham, Eugene, and Rosita. Whoop whoop! Waited for them for a long time. It's great that they got introduced. But in this one, it showed the rest of the groups, which are Daryl and Beth, Glenn, which was by himself, but now he's with Tara, and now Abraham, Eugene, and Rosita are with them. Bob, Maggie, and Sasha, and Tyrese, Lizzie, Mika, and spoiler alert, baby Judith. Another spoiler alert, and Carol, because whoop whoop, she came back. But I like all the connections between the characters in this one, like in their particular groups, because obviously they're all spread out and stuff like that. They're not, connected with each other yet. They haven't found each other. But I didn't even watch this episode like recently. I watched it when it came out or whatever, so I'm really I can't go piece by piece by piece of what happened. But I can tell you like the gist of it. Abraham, Rosita, and Eugene showed up at the end of the episode, and great. Glenn went back to the prison because he was looking for Maggie, of course, and he found Tara locked in a cage or whatever, and they basically just tag teamed it out of there. And Glenn passed out in the street, and boom, there comes a huge ass army truck. Abraham comes out like, "Hey, what up? How you doing?" Like, and then basically just the episode ended. And Maggie, going crazy town, went to look for Glenn, and Bob and Sasha didn't want her to. They didn't want to separate or whatever, but they ended up going with Maggie anyway. They ended up finding the bus. Everyone on the bus is turned into a walker, and they all just went in there and basically killed all of them. And when she was done, like, they went from the back, they opened up the back hatch of the bus, and all the walkers just started pouring out. They try to do it one at a time, like, let one out, close the door, let one close out. And Sasha, it's stupid why Sasha was doing it. Why wasn't Bob and or Sasha? Like, why weren't they both doing it? But she let the door go, and all the walkers came out. They just killed all the walkers. She got in the bus, and it was kind of like a view from the front of the bus to the back of the bus, like the shot going down the aisle. And the back of the walker's head looked like Glenn's hair. It did. And then she killed it. And then she basically just started crying. And that's basically what happened with that. And then it turned out the next scene, boom, it's Glenn. So you find out, yeah, he's not dead. I'm basically going from end to beginning at this one. And then Daryl and Beth, they're basically just they're wandering around. Daryl, is basically, giving up. He's just like, oh, I don't want to do anything anymore. And stuff like that. They're around a campfire, and Beth's like, we should do something. Come on, let's go track him. And she gets up, walks off. He's just like, oh, fuck me. And then basically follows her. And they start tracking, and they end up tracking Tyrese's group, which is Tyrese, the girls, and baby Judith. And how they did it was Tyrese and whatnot were in some trouble, and they started running, and he stepped on some grapes. It looked like grapes or berries, some sort of berry item, and was on the ground. It smushed it, and Daryl found it, and he was like, yeah, they hoofed it that way or whatever, so let's go that way. And that's basically what happened. Now it's basically down to them, just them tracking. And what happened with Tyrese, the girls, and baby Judith was, they were basically just wandering, trying to look for other people, and they heard some screams, and Tyrese was like, those are probably from people from the prison. And he basically just said, yo, we gotta go find him or whatever. Like I gotta go save him. And so he basically just left Mika and what's the fucking crazy bitch's name? I don't know what her name is. But basically just left them there with baby Judith. And he ran off. She had a Mika, crazy bitch's sister, had a gun. They were back to back and stuff like that. Lizzie, that's her name, crazy bitch. She was holding baby Judith, and she was crying, and basically like she tried to like suffocate baby Judith. Like she wasn't like putting her hand over her mouth. She was mushing the baby, and like basically like almost trying to kill it. And that's basically what happened. The scene cuts off, and he goes to Tyrese, and he goes up to these strangers that are just, wandering. I think they were just wandering or whatever, but you find out they weren't just wandering. I'll tell you afterward. But like he takes out the zombies. It was like a kid and a boy or whatever, and fucking they both got bit. Fucking the old man though got like bit on the neck or whatever, like blood like went over his face and stuff like that. It was really gnarly, but it was pretty cool. And they end up dying or whatever, and the old man that got bit on the neck is basically just like whatever. And then you hear someone say Tyrese. Tyrese turns around. It's just the girls there, and back is like the shot is like kind of like shot like at the ground sort of. Not at the ground, but like from the ground, looking up at the girls, and who comes along right behind him? Carol holding baby Judith. I'm just like, fuck, she's back. Damn it! I really didn't like Carol's character, but she's okay. She's a fighter. But then like Tyrese is just like, oh, reunite, and then just hugged her, and then they hear the dude that got bit on the neck, basically just like, keep going at these tracks. Don't make the mistake that we made by going back. Blah 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 blah. And they keep going up the tracks, and they see a sign that says like Terminus or whatever, and that's supposed to be like, I think the safe zone or whatever from I don't think it's the safe zone, but it's some sort of safe zone that is probably from the comic. I don't read the comic frequently, but I've heard decent amounts about it. But yeah, they go to that or whatever. They have not gone to it yet. They're on the way there, but they saw the sign, and that's practically what happened the whole episode. In the past time I've been talking, so. That is basically what happened the whole episode. It was a good episode. In my personal opinion, I think it was better than the first one. But overall, those two episodes were pretty good. They were decent. And I'm going to give this one a 7.3. This one. It was pretty darn good. It was good. Not 7.5. 7.5 sounds good. It was good episode. Good solid episode. But after, I'll probably do the review for episode 11, is it? Tomorrow, because that's when I get it on demand or whatnot, so I can watch it again, just boom, 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 because I got my TV right behind my laptop, and yeah, I'll basically just do that tomorrow, so I'll get you guys back tomorrow. I'll probably do another video today. I'm not sure what I'll do it on, but I think I might. But anyways, I'll catch you guys on the flip. Peace, love you.